What is going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If we've not yet met, my name is Johnny Nitafan, and in today's video I'm actually cold calling final expense life insurance clients. So watch me present, go through my full presentation, get the I need to think about it, get all the objections that you may think from mastering the first part of the call to actually training an agent to make his first sale today. You won't want to miss all the value in this video. Don't forget to subscribe down below. And I can't wait for you guys to see this. Also, let me know in the comments down below if you like this style of video. I hope you guys enjoy. By 60 to 80%. All right. So I guess let me ask you this. Were you looking to go more down the traditional burial route or more the cremation route? Okay. Do you know kind of what you were leaning towards more? Okay. And do you know how much those cost nowadays? Okay. So burials nowadays cost anywhere between $10,000 to $15,000. All right. So that's kind of what it is now. Now we do a few things to actually help reduce the cost of your services by 60 to 80%. The first one we do is we actually shop around the different funeral homes in your area. So when that time does come, Alicia will actually call us and we'll actually shop around all the funeral homes in your area to really get you the best rate. Now what's awesome as well is the second thing that we do is we actually wholesale the funeral merchandise, okay? So instead of paying, $6,000 to $8,000 just for the casket, paying $2,000 to $3,000 for the vault, paying, a couple $1,000s for the headstone, your family would actually save tens of thousands of dollars just on that to really get that rate down, okay? So none of my clients pay more than $5,000 to $7,000 for the for that, okay? Does that make sense? All right, so there's a few options here, okay? Let's see here. So I'll start with the top option. Now you kind of tell me if we need to go down or if that's comfortable for you, okay? So this $10,000 plan would cover the whole burial and leave $5,000 extra after you pass, okay? So do you have that pen and paper handy again? Okay. So let's see here. Okay, so it says write down 10,000, and then write down an equal sign next to it. Okay, and then write down. Did you do that? All right, and then write down 138. Okay. Now write down under the 10,000, write down 8,000. And then write down an equal sign. And then write down to the right of that 111. Okay. Now 111. Yeah, so 8,000 on the left, and then equal sign 111. And then under the 8,000 write down 5,000. And then write down equal sign. And then write down 70. Okay, now before we go into any of these numbers, all these will cover the whole burial, and then 2 of them would actually leave a little extra, okay? The one on the right is the face amount of the policy, and then the right side of the plan is the monthly premium. Now you pay the small one on the right. If you keep paying the small one on the right, the insurance company will pay the one on the left. Does that make sense? They'll pay the big one on the left, okay? Now, the equal sign means that the rate's never going to change, okay? So it'll stay the same the rest of your life. Now, from those three options, which one would you feel most comfortable with leaving behind for Alicia? Circle that one. Okay, which one? Okay. Okay, yeah, that's not a problem. What I can do, let's see here. I guess what's your time frame here in the next day or two on getting back to me, just to see if I'd even be available? Yeah, like what's your time frame in the next day or two, just to see if I'd even be available for you? Noon tomorrow? Okay. Well, what I can do is I don't know if I'd kind of randomly be available. Is if you have your calendar handy, I can actually pull up mine and have you book a specific time with me. That way you don't have to chase me down and vice versa. Would that be appropriate? Okay. All right. So you said tomorrow at 12? Okay, give me 1 second here. They got me so busy. So give me 1 second here. I'm trying to make sure that we're able to get you in here and squeeze you in. So 12. All right, it looks like I just had a spot that opened up. Okay, so 12. And it was Mr. Ricardo Martinez. All right, give me 1 second here. Okay. Alrighty then, so I was able to get that in there. Now before I go, Mr. Ricardo, I guess what were you wanting to, go over in your mind, just so I know what questions you might have when we talk tomorrow. Okay. So is it too high? Like, is the top, like, couple too high? Okay. So then you kind of want to start with the lower one, or do you like the middle one more? Mm-hmm. Like, think about just like the price. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. So it sounds like the all of them too expensive, or just the top two? Because I know you're paying $70 now. Is that comfortable, or do we need to go down a little bit more? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and kind of like, I guess, gut reaction, because really this is a two-step process. The first one is actually qualifying for the policy. Even if you were to put a gun to my head and say, hey, I want the $138 one, I couldn't physically give it to you, because life insurance isn't purchased, but it's actually something that you have to qualify for. And then what's awesome in the state of West Virginia is they actually have a 30-day window that you'll be able to have 30 days to talk about it, think about it, pray about it. Don't fight about it, right? But really decide and really lock that number in, what's really comfortable for you. Okay? Say hypothetically we picked out the $138 plan, and it was too, like, you got it, you qualified for it, and then say in 20 days, or whenever you get the policy here in 10 days, you're like, hey, it's too much, let's start with the 8,000. Perfect. You just call me. It's a very simple phone call, and they'll reissue the policy at 8,000. Okay. And that's what's awesome about that, is you'll have time to really lock that answer in. But really today, all we can do is actually apply and make sure you can get approved. Does that make sense? So is that $70 comfortable, or do we need to go a little bit lower? Okay. So how much too much is that $70? Because I know that's what you're paying now. Like how much too much is that? Like what's a nice comfortable number for you? Okay. And I guess let me ask you, when you say you go to the finances, I guess what were you hoping to see in the finances? Just so I understand. Okay. So that makes sense. So what's awesome is that we can always increase later, right? So if 70 is a little bit too much, it sounds like this is something that you need to actually, that you need at the end of the day to make sure your family is taken care of at the end of the day. Now, I'm looking here. What we can do is let's just start with a $50 plan that'll be $3,500 and pay $7,000 if you died of an accident. We start there and then we can always increase later. Are you completely opposed to that? Okay. Alrighty then. Well, okay. So you said about a day is kind of a good time frame to really think through that. Okay. And I guess where do we I guess go from here, Mr. Ricardo? Yeah, like I've kind of gone over kind of all the options, and I guess like let me ask you this, like money aside, right? Money aside, like do you feel like this could be the answer for you? Okay. Why don't you feel like it would? Just so I can understand. Okay. So you don't think it could be the answer for you? Alrighty then. Well, you have a great day, okay? Alright, bye-bye. Looks like you recently responded to an ad online about possibly looking into the new state-regulated life insurance programs for your family in the case you passed away. And I just had a quick second to get back to you here before my next appointment. But I had here you listed in Indiana, is that right? I have here that you listed you're in Indiana, is that correct? Okay, and let's see here, and your zip code 46013? Okay, awesome. And were you looking for anything specific or just wanting to review all your options? Okay, review, okay. And then do you have any coverage in place currently or not yet? Okay, alrighty then. Okay, so the first part of this call, Miss Diane, is pretty basic. It's really more for us to find out like what you might be eligible for, what you have in place now when something does happen to you compared to what you might be looking for as far as financial protection, just to kind of see what that gap looks like to see if we can actually help you. And at the end of this call, if you feel like this might be what you're looking for, we can discuss possible next steps. Would that help you? Okay. So to see what options you might be eligible for here, you're in Anderson, is that right? And so still super young. I love it. And then, have you had any cancer or strokes? All right. Have you been hospitalized 2 or more times in the last 10 years? Okay. And then, let's see here. Give me 1 second. Okay, and then any tobacco use? Never. I love it. And then your height and weight roughly? Uh-huh. Okay, and what medications are you currently on? What's it called? Okay, and then that was for pain? Okay. Oh, how long ago? Okay, awesome. And what else? Cholesterol, okay. Let's see here. Okay. What was that called? Okay, not a problem. What else besides that? Okay. So that's pretty much it? Okay. All right. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Awesome. So it looks like you're in fairly good health here. Awesome. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. So yeah, your family's lucky to have somebody like you. Like a mother like you that's just thinking ahead, and you just want to make sure that they don't have to pay for that, right? If something were to happen to you. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah, and God forbid, I guess something were to happen to you. Who's going to be your beneficiary? Okay, and what's her name? Okay, so, and that's your daughter? Okay, and you just want to make sure that she's not left with that financial burden of paying for that burial? Okay. And were you looking just to kind of cover those final expenses, or maybe leave a little extra? Okay. All right. And were you looking to get buried or more cremated? Okay. And do you know how much those cost nowadays? Okay. Roughly, what were you thinking? 3 to 5? Yeah. Yeah, that's right around it. Okay, let me see here. Okay. So you're just kind of looking for a small plan to pay for the cremation, maybe leave a little extra if you could. Or just kind of cover that cremation. Okay. All right. Awesome. Okay. So if we could, I guess, find something that is comfortable and affordable, and most importantly, really able to pay for those final expenses when that time does come. Would there be, I guess, anything holding you back to see if you could get qualified? To see if you could even get qualified? Okay. Alrighty then. What was that? Okay. Awesome. Okay. So there's a few options here we're kind of looking at. But before I get into that, I do kind of want to share some of the features and more so the benefits of your policy. So what's awesome is your policy is actually going to be a permanent whole life insurance plan, which simply means the rate, which I'm about to go over with you, is never going to change. Okay. And the coverage will actually always stay the same. All right. It actually doubles if you die of an accident. So hypothetically, you fell down the stairs or slipped in the tub, it would double. It also builds cash value every single year as well. So if you're ever in a tight spot, like later down the line, you would have access to these funds. Okay. What's also awesome about these plans is that they're day one coverage. So even though you are on some medications that sometimes it will decrease the risk class for you, what's awesome is they will actually accept you day one. So some companies make you wait 2 to 3 years. What we're looking at here is you'd actually be able to get day one coverage when that time does come. Okay. And then also, let's see here. So it'd pay out right away if something were to happen. And then the premiums would never change. The coverage would actually always stay the same. Okay. All right. So there's a few options here. Now go ahead and grab a quick pen and paper and let me know when you're ready. All right. So I will start with the top of the line option here. And this is going to be our $15,000 plan. So write down 15,000. Okay. And then write down equals. Write down like an equal sign. And write down 181. Now write down 10,000 under the 15,000. And then write down equals. Okay. And then write down 122. Now under the 10,000, write down 5,000. And then equals. And then 62. 62. 62, yeah, 62. Okay? 62. Yeah, okay. Now, let me kind of explain this. So, these are kind of the three options that they're kind of recommending. Now, what we're looking at here is that the $15,000 plan, that's our top of the line option. That would cover the whole burial, or sorry, the whole cremation, and leave $10,000 to $12,000 extra for Jackie when that time does come. Does that make sense? Now the second option here, the 10,000, that's our most popular. That would cover the whole cremation, leave them with about $5,000 to $7,000 after that cremation is paid for. Because cremations cost anywhere like right around $3,000 nowadays. But that would cover the whole cremation, leave a little extra. And then that third option would cover the whole cremation and still leave a little extra, just as like a little goodbye gift from their mother, right? So from those three options, which one would you feel most comfortable with leaving behind for Jackie? Okay. So cross the other two out and circle that one. So that $62.37 is comfortable and affordable for you each month? Okay. Okay. All right. So now we'll see if we can get you approved. Okay. I'm just going to ask you a few more basic questions here. So give me 1 second. I'd love to. There's a few more questions I just need to ask. We'll get you off the phone here shortly, okay? Let's see here. What was that? Oh, what was she saying? Oh, really? Okay. Let's see here. So, Indiana. All right. And then 6-7. Okay. All right. And then, okay, no tobacco. And then, okay. Okay, and then you wanted to go with the $5,000 option? Okay. Let's see here. Okay. When will you get out of there, and then we can go ahead and wrap this up? Okay, about 4 you said? You'll be done with the dentist? Okay, alright, I'll give you a call then, and then we'll go ahead and wrap this up, okay? Just need a couple more minutes of your time, Miss Diane. Alright, thank you. Bye-bye. So, on that one, she was headed to the, she's in the dentist, and I didn't know that. So, what you want to do before this, right when that kind of happens, is you want to kind of establish to see where they are. Or if it's silent. It was completely silent. I could not tell that she was even in the dentist. Right when I go into the closing, they're ready for her. I hear the dentist in the background. So that was my mistake, but that's gonna happen sometimes when you one call close. I set the appointment for 4. So I have a lot of the information. She committed to the $62.37 one. So we'll see if we close that one. I just kind of want to share with you guys on that, and really being able to show the 3 options and then have them pick one. She's like, okay, I'm on a fixed income. Let's go with the $62 one. And then you want to reinforce, hey, is that comfortable for you each month? Day in and day out, even if it's the worst month, like, is that something that you can afford or no? Because if no, you want to get that right away. So we got that, boom, got her to commit. Now we just have to write the app and finish the deal. I didn't fully close that, but I do kind of want to share with you guys that, and on to the next one. Responded to an add-on to the ad online about possibly looking into the new state-regulated life insurance programs for your family in the case you passed away. I just had a quick second to get back to here before my next appointment, and I have here that you are in Missouri. Is that right? Okay, and how much I guess coverage were you looking for? Okay, just roughly, like, okay, just to cover the cremation. Okay, and do you have any coverage in place currently or not yet? Okay, all right, awesome. So, okay, so the first part of this call, it's actually pretty basic, Miss Marcia. It's really more for us to find out like what you might be eligible for, what you have in place now when something does happen to you compared to what you might be looking for as far as financial protection, just to kind of see what that gap looks like to see if we can actually help. And at the end of this call, if you feel like this might be what you're looking for, we can discuss possible next steps. Would that help you? Okay. Not a problem. Yeah, I'll be really quick then and really brief here because I actually have to get to a meeting here in a couple minutes too. But to see what options you qualify for, let's see here. Have you had any cancer or strokes? Okay, and then your birthday? Choose like cancers or strokes. Okay. Okay, what medications were you on for the diabetes? Okay. Okay, so we got the insulin. Do you have any complications with the diabetes? Like diabetic neuropathy, nephropathy, retinopathy? Okay, so neuropathy. Okay, let me see here. And then when did you get that? Okay. Let's see here. Okay, and then were you on gabapentin then, I'm assuming? Okay, and that's for diabetic neuropathy. Okay, and then what other medications are you on? Okay. All right, let's see here. All right. Give me 1 second here. Okay. Okay. When will you be able to grab those medications just so I can go ahead and get you the best rate here? Okay. Are you legally blind? Oh, okay. Okay. Right? I feel like the same way sometimes when you wake up too early. I'm with you. Okay, yeah, and so I don't know if I'd randomly be available like that, just especially with how busy my schedule is here. What I can do for you though, yeah, what I can do for you though, is if you have your calendar handy real quick, is I can actually go ahead and have you book a specific time with me. That way you're not having to chase me down and vice versa. Would that be appropriate? Okay, so, let's see here. So I have a couple Yeah, I wouldn't be able to squeeze you in today. However, tomorrow, yeah, so tomorrow it looks like I have a few options. Um, would you be completely like booked up and opposed to meeting at 1 tomorrow, just for a couple of minutes? Okay. So, is there anything that you could think? Okay. Okay. And then, is there anything that you could think of that would kind of come up that would prevent us from meeting? The reason I asked that is because there's just okay. When's that doctor's appointment? Okay. So besides that doctor's appointment, though, like, is there anything you could think of that would prevent you from meeting, just for a couple minutes? Okay. All right. So just make sure to schedule that doctor's appointment then a little bit later or earlier, right? All right. All right. And then go ahead and grab a quick pen and paper just to write down my name there. Okay. I'll go ahead and text that to you, okay? I just texted it over to you as well. Johnny, JOHNNY. Yep. You go ahead and write down my phone number. Okay, so it's 505. You got it. All right, sounds great. I'll give you a call tomorrow. All right, bye-bye. All right, so with that one, I was not able to present. And so a quick tip when you are one call closing is you want to have the client like at least able to pay attention to you, because you want them to view this, like view life insurance very important to you, to them as well as you, right? So you want to have them focus, because if not, you're not going to be able to really have the conversation that you really want to be able to close, to go deeper with them. So you want them focused. She was like, I'm busy. I said, I'm busy as well. And you want to continue to hold your frame as the sales expert. So in that, I was like, yeah, totally understand. I'm busy as well. I have to hop in an appointment here in a couple of minutes. We'll keep this brief. And you just ask the next question. You want to continue holding your frame because you want them to view you as the sales expert, and you want to continue to hold that frame, right? So that's the first thing. The second thing is I just went ahead and just and booked that appointment, and because I don't want her to feel rushed and to continue to rush me, I want to be able to go through my whole sales process, ask questions, to dig deeper, to ask and really draw out emotions. And the last thing that I want to kind of like for you guys to note is in that I was saying, hey, is there anything else that you could think of that would hold you back to meeting tomorrow? And you want to just get all those objections, and boom, what happened was she said, oh, a doctor's appointment, I have to schedule it. So I was like preventing that scheduling to happen tomorrow at 1, and then I had her write it down. So that's how you lock down the appointment. When you are one call closing, the goal isn't to going into an appointment. However, sometimes you have to, and that's how you kind of set a good appointment so that they show up tomorrow at 2 o'clock. So yeah, let's keep going. If you haven't already, go down below and subscribe to the best YouTube content as well as click the little link down below in the description to join my private community, where I go over a lot of sales calls as well, and I'm giving away a ton of content, as well as my top 9 objections word track. Go find it there. We got Danny closing a deal right now.
Accidental, rider, meaning that if you die in the event of an accident, it'll, double in coverage. And that applies, I think I mentioned that applies to all the other ones as well. Exactly. Yep.
Let's go. Come on, baby, close this deal.
Yeah. Well, I guess of those three, like first and foremost, can you afford those? Are those comfortable numbers, or do we need to potentially go down a little bit? Is 40. Okay, so we're right there for sure. And again, $5,000 would be plenty, right, for your family. Now, again, I would want to confirm, if we can just circle back and confirm those medications, because I wouldn't, as we have right now, we only have a couple of the medications in. Okay, so there could be a medication that we put in, and then all of a sudden the rate goes up a little bit. You know what I mean? So I want to confirm these and just, understand more about your situation, just to give you an exact number, before we move forward, even more. But yeah, that's just sort of what we.
So he went into discussing options, and he didn't have all the medications down, and it sounded like I wasn't on fully that call, but I got to that last part. And what you want to do in that situation is exactly what he did. Go in and set the appointment, get all the medications, because you don't want to get all those false hope and submit an application when you don't actually have all the answers. So proud of him for that first couple days actually doing this. So let's keep rolling, keep growing. Drop a like down below and a comment as well if you guys are finding this valuable. An ad online about possibly looking into the new state regulated life insurance programs for your family in the case you passed away. Okay, perfect. That's exactly the reason for my call. Just banged it on me. Said that she already got coverage in place. On to the next. That's one thing that that I highly recommend, especially when doing telesales, is having tons and tons of lead flow. People coming in, prospects who are actually interested in getting life insurance. Obviously, you're going to have the not interesteds and people that already got it taken care of, but it's consistently just continuing dialing, having people that are filling out ads so you can talk to new, fresh people. So you can really get a sale. Let's get a sale, baby. Let's go. Let's go. So the call cadence, I kind of want to go into that a little bit, is as while I'm dialing, is you want to, when the lead comes in the first 5 minutes, you want to hammer them. Boom, triple dial. If they don't answer, put in the call 6. And my goal every day is to call the new people that come in 6 to 9 times. Goal is 9 times, but 6 times at least. Right when they come in, and then right when they later in the day. So I'm going through my new leads that came in this morning. I'm going through them again, getting the contact rate up, and consistently going from there. So goal is to dial them 9 times, triple boom boom boom, triple dial all the time. What a triple dial is when you call them, it rings through, they don't answer, you hang up, call again right away, and you just keep doing that. So when the new leads come in, you want to triple dial these leads 6 to 9 times for the first 4 days, and then dial them twice after that for the next week, and then 1 time, and that's it. And you just want to keep doing that over and over and over again. So that's kind of my call cadence, and I just consistently been banging out about 200 to 300 dials every day to be able to get what we need to do. What's cool is we got a whole team on Zoom right now, as you can see, and we're just all dialing. Yesterday we did $13,555 in AP as a team, and there's only 6 of us really grinding this out. So it's really cool. That's kind of an update on the squad and the journey as we go. And yeah, that's kind of the call cadence on what you want to do there. Another question I get a lot is, do I leave voicemails? The answer is no most of the time. However, sometimes I'll be when I leave a voicemail, I'm like, hey, this is Johnny, calling about your calling about your insurance, not urgent, but important. Give me a call back. Leave your phone number twice, 505, blah, 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 blah. And again, blah, 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 call me back, and then hang up. Very quick phone call there, which is awesome. So that's kind of what I do. Triple dial, don't leave a message. Leave a message on the second triple dial. hey, this is so-and-so. Hey, this is Johnny giving you a call about your insurance. Not urgent, but important. Give me a call back, 505, da-da-da-da-da. Thank you guys so much for watching till the end of this video. Just got done. I was not able to film it, but just got done. Got a client back on the books and was able to help them out. Yeah, able to really help them out and get a great plan in place. So thank you guys so much for watching till the end of this video. Drop in the comments down below if you enjoyed it. Share this with a friend if you found it valuable. And don't forget to subscribe as well. Join the Facebook community down below where I'm giving away everything for free. I can't wait to help you guys out more. If you guys need anything, don't be afraid to don't hesitate to reach out and let me know how I can help. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.